Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. Jeeve 79. Server offline. Jeeve 79. Server offline.
Well, I'm not sure if it is or not, but I know that she was working on it, so I'm just going to hang on until he comes back.
Jeeve 79. Look at those frames, Bill. Jeeve 79. Look at those frames, Bill.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Let's see if they drop though, over the course of the time.
Long time I've spoken to you. Oh Whittle. Long time I've spoken to you.
Hello, yeah, I'm afraid you're going to get all your messages twice, because I can't find out why it's doing it. It's reading all the messages twice, so please keep the messages as short as possible, because otherwise she reads the same long message twice. By the way, G, I've uninstalled and reinstalled Restream since the install. I'll fly up to Moscow just to take a look on the minute.
Oh Whittle. You're your ground. Oh Whittle. You're your ground.
And at the moment, I'm just in a like one of these one-off quick missions, not in the usual mission that we would be in, because Laxor, the design mission, is currently
just saying it's very hard to hear the BC of the engine.
Oh, okay.
Just saying it's very hard to hear the BC of the engine.
Okay. I'll bring my mic. I can't bring the mic level up. It's close. Hold on. Is that any different? Brought down the desktop volume, so I'm hoping that might have done it. At the moment I'm flying up to, I took off from Beslan and I'm flying up to Mozdok, which is where the main mission is based on.
No, that's a whole lot better.
Oh good, okay.
No, that's a whole lot better.
That's just one of the things that got adjusted accidentally in trying to do certain other things, so but is the engine noise enough? I mean, I don't want it to be quiet, I want it to be noticeable because it's a lovely sound. This is not the DCS engine sound, this is from Echo 19. They've made a really good sound of the Spitfire engine.
Whittle. I'm getting a new PC for Christmas so I can play DCS now. Oh Whittle. I'm getting a new PC for Christmas so I can play DCS
Well,
now.
that's excellent news. Excellent.
Oh Whittle. I just need to buy a joystick. Oh Whittle. I just need to buy a joystick.
Yeah, joystick I think is definitely best. If you can get rudder pedals as well, that's great. On an old joystick that I had, the throttle had a toggle switch, which I could, which self-honed, it's self-centered. So I could use that toggle switch to use the rudder on takeoff. But obviously rudder pedals much better if you can do that. That's what I use.
Whittle. The MiG-15 this is simple to start up to be honest. Oh Whittle. The MiG-15 this is simple to start up to be honest.
Yeah, no, well that's good. I mean, I don't prefer jets at all. I definitely prefer the warbirds. There's something special about them. And my favourite of all, of course, is this one, the Mark 9 Spit. So just out of interest, I'm flying to Mozdok. We've flown from that direction, Beslan. We're flying to Mozdok, and that's because the mission that Laxor designed is based around Mozdok. But of course, this is not that mission, so I won't be seeing ground units, etc. that I would see in the mission that Laxor designed. I've still got some very nice frame numbers. I think they might be dropping, but I think they change depending on where you're looking and all sorts of stuff. And there's Mozdok Airfield in front of us. And of course, in the mission that Laxor's designed, in this area, if you can see my cursor, in that area, there's a couple of processing plants. Because when we hit an enemy unit and destroy it, it leaves behind a container. Those containers can then be collected by someone in a helicopter and brought back here to be processed as ammo or fuel. It's a much more interesting thing than we have here.
Whittle. Will 8GB work for this game? Oh Whittle. Will 8GB work for this game?
Well, to be honest, I think you want 16. I've got 32 now because of the strain that it can put on it with the mission that we fly. But I think they recommend 16. You could probably do it at 8. I used to, but with updates that come along, generally speaking, every improvement in the game is likely to want to pull on a bit more resource. So if you can get 16, that's better. Well, I'll say better, I would think it's a lot better.
Oh Whittle. We'll see how 8GB would do first.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Whittle.
Try it at 8.
We'll
And
see how 8GB would
if you
do
get
first.
problems, then you probably know that you've got to upgrade to 16.
Oh Whittle. If Badil upgraded to a more RAM version of it. Oh Whittle.
Yeah.
If Badil upgraded to a more RAM version of it.
What aircraft have you got in DCS, or have you never been into DCS yet?
Oh Whittle. For example, Formula RTX 4060T. Oh Whittle. For example, Formula RTX 4060T.
Well, that's better than I've got for a graphics card. I've got the 3060. If you've got the 4060, I imagine that must be
Oh Whittle.
an advantage.
I got none, like I can't download the clip. Oh Whittle. On my current PC. Oh Whittle. I got none, like I can't download the clip.
Okay, so
Oh
you
Whittle.
can't. So, okay.
On my current PC.
Well, I of course am going to recommend, as I always do, get the Spitfire. I love it. I mean, people love the jets. Yeah, sure, they're fast, they're powerful and all that sort of stuff, but they don't hold the magic that the Warbirds hold. I mean, this Spitfire, if I move the stick, she behaves, she moves. When I'm flying in my F-16, I move the stick and she thinks about it for a few milliseconds before she moves. I'm not saying the Spit is easy, she's lovely to fly. Look, I mean, she's easy to fly, but takeoff, taxiing, landing, they are more of an effort, but you do get used to it. I'll head along again to the other end of the runway and then do
Are you
an
flying
invert.
on a server? Milka.
Hello
Are
Milka.
you
No,
flying on a
I'm not on
server?
the server. This is like a quick action because I know that Laxor's working on the mission at the moment and I've asked him to let me know when he's finished and then I'll go into the server. This actually was more a case of seeing if I've cured, which I haven't, cured the problem of Restream reading all the messages twice. So please keep messages brief because she reads a long message twice as well. So no, not on the server at the moment, just testing.
Oh Whittle. So I have to pay money to fly in the game.
No,
Oh Whittle. So I have to pay money to fly in the game.
no, you don't have to. DCS is free to download and it will give you 2 aircraft free. Now the first one, which is one of the Russian ones, I don't personally recommend because it hasn't got a clickable cockpit. It's all done by keyboard shortcuts. That doesn't suit me at all. So, but the other one they give you is a TF-51, which is a TF stands for Training Fighter, and it's a training version of the PF-51 Mustang, the P-51 Mustang. So it's a training version of that. It has no guns, so I'm not even sure if I can load it up with rockets. I don't know. I don't think it's a combat aircraft, but in Lexel's mission it still has a purpose, because you could use a P-51 to find enemy units and mark them on the map, so there is still a function for it in Lexel's mission, which hopefully I'll get to tonight. I'm going to wait for him to tell me that it's ready to go. Okay, let's invert and do a 180 turn. Do another inverted turn, shall we? I don't think there's any targets that I can go for here. No, there's no enemy unit.
Oh Whittle. I might buy the MiG-15, the Spitfire, and when I get used to the game I'll get the flanker. Oh Whittle. I say. Oh Whittle. I might buy the MiG-15, the Spitfire, and when I get used to the game I'll get the flanker. Oh Whittle. I say.
Well, definitely the Spitfire. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only aircraft you need to get, as far as I'm concerned, but that's my preference. Because I love the Warbirds and I particularly love the Spit. So definitely that's an aircraft is a must. But probably best to wait until there's a sale on, because they're more expensive obviously when they're not in a sale. So yeah, wait for the sales to turn up once you do finally get in there. I could shoot a tree, I suppose. There's no other targets.
Oh Whittle. I might get the MiG-21 as well. Oh Whittle. I might get the MiG-21 as well.
Well, remember the costs, because they're not particularly cheap. And I reckon you do well to get perhaps fewer aircraft or cheaper aircraft and improve your gear.
The old 1 and 2 Gen Jet fights are my favourite. Oh Whittle. The old 1 and 2 Gen Jet fights are my favourite.
Well, you have to consider favourites as well, of course. Okay, I could take a different aircraft, I suppose. I can't do it from here, of course, because this is specifically a Spitfire mission or quick action. I suppose I could go into the server as it is, and then when Laxal's finished, he will simply close the server down and restart it with a new mission.
Oh Riddle. Yeah, of course I will only buy them when they are on sale anyways.
Yeah.
Oh Riddle. Yeah, of course I will only buy them when they are on sale anyways.
If you get the Spitfire, Liquidal, I would recommend going to Echo 19 and downloading the Spitfire engine sound, because it's brilliant. Let me open the canopy. Beautiful. And actually, when you come into land using this sound, what will happen is the engine volume actually goes up slightly. As you get closer to the ground, you get reflected sound from the runway. So the sound of the engine gets slightly louder as you do that. So that's a nice touch. I'll close the canopy and you'll see what I mean about the difference in sound.
That does sound nice. Oh Riddle. That does sound nice.
So there you are, that's with the canopy closed, and it still sounds nice enough, but with the canopy open. You get like the sound of the prop wash.
Tarts class. Oh
Yeah,
Riddle.
so remember that's
Tarts class.
Echo 19 are the company that make this Spitfire sound. Oh, I might chance a landing. My landings have been pretty bad recently, but I'll chance a landing. Canopy open. When you're landing the Spitfire, canopy open, cockpit's fully fine. If you get the Spitfire, I'd be happy to help talk you through using it, like taxiing and takeoff and landing and stuff. I'd be happy to help you with that. Okay, gear down. Oops, my speed had picked up a lot then, I hadn't noticed. So in a Spitfire at least, canopy open for landing and takeoff. For landing it also helps to add some drag to allow you to slow down. Hear that increase in sound? Use the brake, dancing on the rudder pedals. Try and keep it straight. In a Spitfire you haven't landed when your wheels touch, you've only landed when you've stopped moving. Because as has been famously said, the Spitfire is a lady in the air but she's a bitch on the ground.
Yeah, I do. Oh Riddle. Yeah, I do.
I can't remember what you do, what you're referring to. I say things and then forget what I've said because I'm busy doing stuff, but yeah, I do. Yeah, you do what?
Alquidal. The sound getting louder when near to ground.
Oh, right, you heard that, good.
Alquidal. The sound getting louder when near to ground.
Yeah, and that's a nice touch, because it's a realistic touch. I'm sure that doesn't happen with the DCS sound. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's a long time since I've had the DCS sound now, so maybe it does and not so much, but it certainly does with this, and I like it. I don't know if you know about DCS. You can jump out of your aircraft. Did you know that? So you can jump out your aircraft and walk about. You can't get back in though. That's a bit of a sad thing.
Alquidal. No. Alquidal.
Okay.
No.
Well, I'll jump out. Now, if I was in the air, when you jump out, you end up on your parachute, and as you look up, you see the canopy of your parachute above you. And when you come down and land, if you look down, you'll then see when you get close to the ground, you'll see your feet and your knees come together, knees slightly bent, ready for impact on the ground. It's really quite good. Let me just jump out for you. I'll leave it in this view so you can see it easier what's happening. It will get out on this side, so let's do that. I'm going to hit J 3 times. And now, provided it hasn't got stuck, I will be able to walk forward. No, it's got stuck. That happens sometimes, I don't know why. No, he's stuck on the wing. Maybe I would jump in the server. See if the server's up. I'll jump in it. Hang on. Yeah, the server's offline at the moment, so I won't jump in that one. I could do a quick action in a Mosquito A10 F-16. What do you think? So there we are. That's first person view of me standing on the wing, but not being able to walk forward for some reason. It does this occasionally, I don't know why. But if I was to jump out the aircraft and land on the grass over there, then I would be able to walk along the grass.
Alquidal. Yeah, I have to go to bed because I have to go hunting tomorrow.
Hunting?
Alquidal.
Oh, right, okay.
Good night, lad. Alquidal. Yeah, I have to go to bed because I have to go hunting tomorrow. Alquidal. Good night, lad.
Okay, Liquidle. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Sleep well and catch you another time. Take care. TTFN. If there's anyone else that wants me to take a particular aircraft, let me know.
Alquidal. Take care. Alquidal. Take care.
And you, sir. TTFN. I'll leave it on this screen in case anyone wants me to try something specific.
Select your mission difficulty level via the F10 menu. Easy, medium or hard. Oh great, now it's not letting me get back in the aircraft. It's stuck itself on the map. And it's not showing me. I don't know where I am on this. But the point is just not letting me get
Blue leader
back.
calling. 1 minute to target. Tighten up the formation. Blue leader out.
No, it's locked itself out. There's a bug in it. I can't even get the comms menu up now. I could use my local copy of Laxor's mission, I suppose. Not sure which one to go for. We'll do the November version, see if that works. I'm not seeing any enemy units marked on the map. Oh, only aircraft. Plenty of them. Oh, there's some down there. Oh yeah, they're in Nalchik. Yeah, but there should be. I mean, in the later versions of the mission, there's all sorts of ground units for us to attack. Perhaps I'll just go for one of these 109s. If anyone wants to talk about what I'm doing, let me know. It's a refueling aircraft for those that want to use it and can. I could take a mosquito if you like as well.
Undead_43. Evening Bill. Is the server up yet? Undead_43. Evening Bill. Is the server up yet?
Hi, well, Undead, welcome. No, I believe Lexor's still working on it. He did say he's got some things to fix on it. And I've asked him to let me know when it's ready. So at the moment, I'm in an old version, which doesn't seem to have any ground units on it. But I'm in an old version of the mission, just so that I'm on familiar ground. That's all, really. But it actually highlights how much Lexor has done to the mission over the course of time. He's done an awful lot to it. The frame rate on this has dropped a lot as well. I'm down to 20 odd frames now on the pre-made quick action thing. I was up in the hundreds, so there's a big difference there, but never mind. Now, in the Spitfire, I've got to guide it. I've got to tell it where to go. Otherwise, if I look away or, you know, just slightly lose concentration, she'll be all over the place. Because in the air, the Spitter's a lady, but on the ground, she's a bitch. F-16, you can go and make a cup of tea while it carries on taxiing to the runway by itself.
Sodecon 5566. Undead, apologize for yesterday. Sodecon 5566. Undead, apologize for yesterday.
That's of course if Undead is still here, he might have left. There are ground units. They don't seem to be marked on the map. That's fascinating. Although I can see them here, they're not marked on the map. Okay. Of course, all these ground units being marked like this does make it unrealistically easier, because I would not be able to see those in the new version of the mission because they're not marked in red like this, and that's more realistic. And they've hit my prop pitch control. Listen to it. I'm gonna have to land. The number of times they hit that. My prop pitch control is making no difference now. I'm purely on throttle. happened there? My gear's not showing us down. Oh, I reckon they damaged my gear mechanism. So my gear didn't go down and I didn't check. I should have come in for a belly landing. Okay, any preference as to what I take up next? Because I'm not going to worry about getting this repaired. Mosquito?
Request rearming. Copy. On the starter. Copy. Rearming complete.
It still thinks the brake's on because I haven't moved the brake lever. So look, yeah, the brake is still on. I've got to move the brake lever before it realises that I have control. Right, the brake lever is now off. There it is. It's off. Now I'll be able to move. Okay, flaps are set, trims are set. Away we go. I'll be using the brake and the rudder pedals to start with to keep her straight along the runway, and then swap over to the stick once I've got enough speed for the rudder itself to take authority. Here we go. Before I do that, I'm going to arm my guns and my rockets because I always forget when I get near target. Here we go. Gear coming up, flaps coming up. Going to go back to where I was just to exercise some rockets. That looks like an enemy aircraft, but I guess our guys will get that from the air. Give these some rockets, but I'm generally not very good with rockets. Seems to have finished them off. But I've used all my rockets in doing that, so I'm on to guns for other ground units. free. Okay, I'm just going to look at the server, see if that's all still working now. Okay, well, the server is still offline. I'm sure Lexor will put it online when he's finished with it. The 109 is also a lovely aircraft. I'm not sure it's as beautiful as this one.
I'm excited to be on your channel. Your content is awesome, and I'd love to connect on Discord if you're interested. My username is right pointing backhand index right pointing backhand index righty underscore 12.
Thank you in a way, Peter Song, but I will try that one.
I'm excited to be on your channel. Your content is awesome, and I'd love to connect on Discord if you're interested. My username is right pointing backhand index right pointing backhand index righty underscore 12.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete. Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
But I'll try some air to air on some of those 109s. I didn't do my line. Let me just see, hang on. Well, I have not got a nav thing. Darn it. Oh, well, it might still be working. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Let's just go. And then I'll go and find the 109s or the A20s. Seeing a red dot up there in front of me. That's probably an A20. I'll apply some flaps. Okay, here we go. He's got one engine stopped, one engine on fire, so I think he's pretty much dealt with. There's another one in front of me. Not sure where the 109s are unless I look on the map.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
I wasted one air tour. I've got one there. Well, I can't see those 109s. Found them. Don't want to waste this. I've only got one rocket there, one air tour. I think it's unlikely that I'll hit them with my guns, but I'll give it a go. They're much more agile than me. I think I'll probably give up on that because this is not like flying a Spitfire. It's very difficult to deal with these.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
No, I'm going to give up with that, that's pointless. But I've got a whole ton of rockets on board. We've got about 84 rockets, like air to ground. Just got to find the ground units. I'm not seeing any red markers now. That's odd. There's something going on there because before they were marked on the ground but not on the map. Now they're not marked on either, it seems. Maybe I'm just too far out. Not where I thought I was. Let's go back, head back towards the airfield. Get my bearings. I'm seeing one red unit in front of me. I think it's two actually as I'm getting closer.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
have a go at that. There's a line of, I don't know what they are, but there's a line of something down there. We'll give them a whole bunch of rockets.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
I can't believe that. None of them destroyed. Let's choose one and give it plenty.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Oh, it's a T-55. That's why. They're a bit robust, the T-55. There's the red units I was thinking of, directly in front of me. Oh, hang on. Yeah, of course I know what these are. It's just a bunch of trucks. They don't need rockets.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Some BTRs on the bridge nearby. There they are, there's 4 of them just going under my wing now. There's also some infantry down there which are quite dangerous to get close to because they are capable of taking me down with what they've got. Let's give the infantry and the tanks, I think, a bunch of rockets.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Oh, looks like I didn't destroy any of the tanks, the BTRs.
Pull up, pull up.
See them because they're little red dots. We don't, in the mission that we normally fly, we don't have the little red dots, so they are very difficult to find. These are comparatively very easy to find.
up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Come on, I must have got something. I only got one when I looked at it.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, pull up, pull up.
Okay, so I've hit 2 of the BTRs, so there's 2 there. I can see a red mark, so I'm going to go for that.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Oops. Now just listen to those aircraft. I mean, they sound so much better than the jets, in my opinion. So are there any thoughts on what I, should take next? Any preferences of what I take next? Spitfire, Mosquito, A10, maybe a P47, P51, F16. Oh no, I don't think there's an F. There are F16s here, but they're only air spawn. I don't want air spawn. So have a little look and a think if you like, and maybe I'll go and check what the situation is with the server. I'll be back very, very quickly. Right, I'm just looking at the clock. Now we normally finish at about 02:30 on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. So there's only 3/4 of an hour to go, and I don't see that I'm going to be getting into the actual mission that we normally fly. I think Maxwell's got a lot on to work on there probably. So if there's no thoughts on what I should fly, I'm just going to sit for a while. Soda, are you still there? Okay, well, Soda is probably not still there. And there doesn't seem to be a preference as to what I take. So maybe I'll just sit again for a while. Maybe I'll pour a beer. please feel good just to say hello. It doesn't cost anything. It's no commitment. Oh, we've got F-16s at Beslan. Maybe I'll try one of them.
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
Now look, you see, I'm not doing anything. The aircraft is flying itself. That is less fun for me.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
And we'll have a DCS crash by the looks of it. So I'm going to have to actually force DCS to close now.
Altitude.
Okay, well, restarting DCS. Okay, so DCS is restarted, but I think it's time for me to fold. I'm not really seeing any preferences from anybody about what to do, so maybe it's not that interesting. So I think when we normally fold at 2:30, it's now 2:10 roughly. So I cannot see that Laxo will be able to finish working on the mission and getting it ready for, for any amount of time to go in and use it. So I will probably fold it there. I might just leave it on this screen for a while, and just in case Laxo gets anything. Please feel good to say hello or goodbye. It's always good to have the interaction. If anyone's interested, by the way, I stream on YouTube and on Twitch, but I have a bunch of stuff on YouTube, not just flying, also guitar work and things like that. Not brilliant guitar work, but I enjoy doing it, and hopefully people might get some fun out of it. I put the stuff up there because I suffer some pretty extreme situations as far as playing guitar is concerned. My wrists don't bend. That doesn't help. So that's an arthritic thing. And then a couple of years ago, I lopped off the top of my thumb. That doesn't help either. So I have a few issues to get round when playing guitar. So I upload stuff just as progress reports for anyone that might be interested. But if you want to go to my YouTube channel, take a look. You might find something of interest there. If you don't have my YouTube channel information, let me know on here and I'll give you a link. Obviously that applies to people that are on Twitch, because people on watching me on YouTube, I've got access obviously. But at the moment I'm not sure if I'm just talking to two bots. It's not impossible, is it? So I've got two people viewing, but there might just be two bots that are not really viewing or listening at all, just monitoring. So folks, let me know if you want me to do anything, because I have kind of stopped for a moment because I'm not getting the interaction. I'm not sure that anyone's really bothered. I suspect I've got people there now rather than just a couple of bots, because it's got up, the number's gone up to 4. So give a quick hello or goodbye, and maybe we can talk about a little bit more flying. I've got roughly 15 minutes before I would normally close the stream. I'll just spawn in for the sake of something better to look at than just this picture. for the sake of people that might have just joined, I'll say again that you might find interest from my YouTube channel, which is not just aircraft. It's not just flying about in flight sim. It's also snippets of me with my guitar. So there might be something of interest there. And wood turning. I've got some stuff on there to do with my wood turning. So, you know, maybe take a look at that if you've got nothing else to do. Maybe take a look at that. Shall I start the engine just so there's something to listen to as well? Yeah, why not? I've got just over 10 minutes. And before I start the engine, I'll point out that the engine sound is not from DCS. It's from Echo 19, and this Spitfire sound, I believe, is excellent. Oh, that's foolish. In my talking, I didn't turn on the fuel pump or open the fuel cock, so we'll do that again. Fuel pump is now on. Fuel cock is now open, so now I can prime it. I'll put this fuel lever back. That's the trouble with talking, even when there's no one there. As I say, this engine sound is brilliant. It's from Echo 19. If you fly in DCS, have a go. Oh, they've all gone. Right, well, it looks like there's one person watching or one bot monitoring. I'm going to plump for the idea that it's a bot monitoring, so I'm now going to, although I'm now talking to a bot or myself or nobody, I'm going to now close the stream. If you're not a bot, we fly on Friday nights and Saturday nights from about 22:30 through to 02:30 roughly. That's on Friday nights and Saturday nights. It's UK time. Okay, thanks for being there. Take care. Closing the stream now. Night night. 2TFM.